Hi everyone, good day and welcome back to my channel. If you're coming across the channel for the first time, hi, I am Ogechi and I teach how to make clothes. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you'll be the first person to be notified when a new video is being uploaded. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back again. In today's tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this gorgeous flower you can see on your screen. This gorgeous flower can be attached on any type of clothing to make the clothes attractive. If you would like to see the making of this flower, please keep watching till the end and don't forget to give a like after watching the video. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial. For this tutorial, I'll be using this piece of paper to first of all cut. So we'll be cutting on the piece of paper first before we now transfer to our fabric. So you can just get your piece of paper and then fold it into two. So on the width, I came in by 3 inches at this part. Then I'll be making it to be about 6 inches high. That's how I want it to be. I don't want it to be too high. You can make your own about 7 inches depending on how long you want to make it to be or the purpose you want to be using the flower for. From the 6 inches mark, I came down by 3 inches. Then at that 3 inches point, I'll be going in by 2 inches and marking the point. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just to try to connect the points together in a curved shape in a way that I want the flower to be. I'll be connecting it to how curved I want the flower to be. I hope you understand. You can make yours to be triangular if you want to, but for me, I just want it to look like a leaf. So next thing I'm just going to go ahead to do is just like shaping it a little more. So after I've gotten my desired shape, next thing I'm going to do is to go in with my scissors and then cut out the shape I drew out. After cutting it, this is the shape it was giving me. So I'll be using this shape now to cut on my fabric. At this point, I was just trying to pleat it to see what it was going to give me. Since I would be having a total of 5 petals, I'm going to be cutting 2 for each. At this point, I'm using a Mikado fabric. You can use your fabric of choice for this. If you want it to have structure, you can also use hairstay on your fabric before sewing. But mine, I'm using a Mikado, so I don't need to iron hairstay to mine because the Mikado fabric will give you the structure I want. So I have a piece of 10 fabrics here. The next thing I'm going to do is to place 2 together and sew it round, leaving the bottom part open for the turning. So I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and then do the sewing and then come back to show you guys how it's going to be looking like. Okay, after doing the sewing, this was what I had, and I've already gone ahead to turn the other ones. So I'll be using this one as example to show you what I did. The first thing I did was to get my scissors to trim out the excess. I am going to just trim it very close to the line. So you can trim yours or you can either notch it. It depends on you. But for mine, I trimmed it. Then after trimming it, the next thing I'm going to do is just to go ahead and turn it to the right side, just like I am doing. You can see the remaining 4 pieces on the table. I've already gone ahead to turn those ones off camera and also trim it. After doing that, the next thing you're going to do is to go in with your iron and iron all 5 pieces flat. Iron them properly, which I did off camera, and this is how it came out to be. Then for the bottom part of the petals, you can go ahead and form pleats and sew on it, but I am using my hand needle, so I am just going in with my hand needle to make these tiny, will I call it gathers or pleats, tiny pleats. Then I'm holding them down with my hand needle. So I'm just going to do that for all the 5 petals. You can see it's a very easy process. It's not difficult. So just do that for the 5 petals. Do everything. As you're using your hand needle, just try your possible best to be very careful so you don't end up pricking yourself. You know, as a tailor, your hands are very, very important. So imagine pricking yourself. It's not going to be very nice. Okay, after making the pleats on the whole 5 petals, I am just going to arrange them properly. So you can just go ahead and arrange yours too. Just arrange it properly and you can see how it is already coming together. I am just placing the petals the side by side, so I am just arranging them as you can see. So just go ahead and do the same. After arranging them, I'm just going to tack the last petal to the first one with my needle and thread. So just go ahead and do the same to hold the flowers in place. After you've tacked it down together and it is properly placed and tied, just go ahead and cut out the excess thread. After doing that, if you're comfortable with how tight and how close your petal is, you can just go ahead and go on to the next step. But after doing mine, I did not like how loose it was. It was a bit loose, so I just had to go in again through the 5 petals. Through each of the 5 petals, I went in again with my needle and thread to secure it and make it stronger and close together. So you can go ahead and do that. It's actually very optional, so if you're comfortable, fine, but if you're not, just go ahead and do that again. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to form my cover button, and you can either use your cover button machine to do one, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to improvise. And how I was able to improvise was that I went ahead and cut a round piece of cloth. Then I now inserted my button into that piece. Like, I just use the piece to cover my button and make it nicely shaped. So what I'm just doing now is just sewing around the piece to like tighten it. You can just tighten it, like just tie it if you want to, but I had to just sew mine. I sew into the clothes so I can just tie everything together, and I also give it a second tie. So once you're done with that, you can just go ahead and cut the excess. You just cut off the excess material. That's just it. And after doing that, you have your improvised cover button. Well, it's actually a cover button too, sure. It is covered and there's a button inside. So the next step we are going to do is to place the button on the flower. So you're going to go in with your glue gun if you have it, and if you don't have it, you can use any glue, whether your UHU, that will help you adhere the button properly to the clothes. After doing that, the next thing you're going to do is to go in with your needle and thread, and you're going to tack the flower to the cloth. So after tacking the flower to the cloth, this is how it came out looking like. Is it not pretty, or is it not pretty? I know it is pretty. Now we've come to the end of the tutorial, and you see it is a very simple one. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tutorials like this. Thank you for watching. Bye, and see you on the next one.